Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche Podcast, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 rated sportsbook app out there. I'm your host, Rudo, joined by AJ Haefele as the Avs defeat the Arizona Coyotes 4-2 in a very weird, a lot of weird stuff happened in this hockey game.
Yeah, true. Facts.
P.S. Stay tuned if you're just tuning in. We're giving away 5 annual subs to DNVR tonight.
Holy shit.
Yeah. A very generous member has given you all the opportunity to win an annual sub to the DNVR.
Bonk.
What?
Very generous member. Title of your sex tape.
Dude, that would not be the title of my sex tape.
Okay.
45 Seconds with Rudo would be the title of my sex tape.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, the Avs never trailed in this hockey game.
45 seconds. Tired.
Me too, man. Me too. This game made me even more tired.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first game that I think they've just been like straight outplayed.
It was not good hockey. They generated some decent offensive opportunities, but the puck dominance that we are used to seeing from this team just straight up didn't exist. Arizona completely dominated them in possession metrics.
Yeah, absolutely. Quality, quantity, everything. What the biggest difference through the first couple of periods was that Phillip Grubauer had been awesome.
Yep.
And that Ivan Prosvetov, he wasn't bad. It wasn't like he lost them the game or anything. He just wasn't great. And Grubauer was.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's it. That was the difference. It was Grubauer, man. And even when they made it 3-2, he was still playing it up, and Arizona was still outplaying Colorado. They had all the jump, all the energy. You know, it's really, I guess if you look at it, it's 3 of the last 4 games. Colorado has not had very good games. You know, the blowout loss to Minnesota, the 1-0, essentially 1-0 win over Anaheim.
Yep.
And then they were very good yesterday against the Ducks, and then tonight they got outplayed.
And it didn't matter because Phillip Grubauer and the Avs' top weapons are good enough to score, even when they're not playing particularly great.
Yeah. Second night of a back-to-back. We're all tired.
Yep.
You know, hey, it was the second night of a back-to-back for Arizona, too. And they had to go into Vegas and Colorado. It sucks. It sucks that it went this way for them. They deserved better tonight.
For sure.
The thing is the one time that they beat Colorado in regulation, they didn't deserve better. So that's life sometimes. When you play a team 8 times, that's how it goes.
Farah? Is that you, Farah? Why is there the uwu version of Gabriel Landeskog in our chat right now?
There's no way it's Farah.
I know it's not Farah, but anyway, get back on point here.
Yeah, I mean, they play 8 times this year. They finished 6-1-1.
Yep.
And the 2 losses, you could argue, were pretty much nonsense.
Yeah, one of them
Hunter missed a game, and one of them was
this
the
game
goal.
may be a bit of karma for the other loss to Arizona.
That's how I put it. That's how I put it to somebody else talking on Twitter during the games. I was like, look, this is just some karmic balancing.
Yep.
Because the Avs scored 5 goals in all 5 goals in the one regulation loss that they had to Arizona, and they lost 3-2. All 5 goals went in off Avs players. So it's like, yeah. It is tonight, the Avs probably didn't deserve the 2 points, but they did back then, and that's just how the world works.
Even out. Yep.
That's just how the world works. So, the Avs aren't living off of games like this, like Minnesota has been. The only thing is can they? The big thing for me is they're going into a much tougher stretch of their schedule right now.
Yep, a lot of St. Louis here.
It's the last true difficult stretch of their regular season schedule where they're going to get
on the road.
Yeah, they're on the road a bunch. They're going to get
desperate teams.
Yeah, they're getting a St. Louis team that looks like they found their game. They have 4 games in St. Louis in the next week and a half. And then they have 2 games in Vegas after that. So this is the last tough stretch of schedule for them. And to be honest with you, if they went 500 in that stretch and split that 500 includes splitting in Vegas, I'd be fine.
Yeah, with the win tonight and San Jose very likely to lose, the Avs' magic number to clinch a playoff spot is now 8 points.
It's getting there, man.
With 14 games, 14. Yeah, 14 games left. And the Avs need 8 points to guarantee a playoff spot.
Yep.
There's a very good chance they clinch with 10 games left. Now, the fight for first place will still be going on.
Yeah, and definitely tough break for the Avs tonight. That LA has blown the 2-0 lead.
Botched it big time.
Looks like Vegas is going to run away in that one. So we're going to be still sitting at a 4-point difference with Vegas having the 1 game in hand, which it feels like they're just going to have in hand forever.
Yep. They'll just never play it. They'll end the season with 55 games played.
Yeah. I don't know what their schedule is when they make that game up.
Like, how do they? I don't know. There's like, it's going to be super weird down the stretch. It feels like some teams are going to how do they not play like 3-3s to finish the season? I don't know. But
boy, that Vegas schedule is soft.
Yeah.
LA tonight, LA on Wednesday, Anaheim, San Jose, Anaheim, Colorado, Arizona.
And there's a good chance that Arizona has nothing to play for by that game. Yeah.
Yeah. Although it does finish Minnesota, St. Louis. So it could finish with a bang.
If things are close. Yeah.
Last 6 are Arizona, Minnesota, and St. Louis. Whereas last 6 for Colorado are 4 San Jose and 2 LA.
Yeah. So a little bit easier at the very end.
We're keeping an eye on the President's Trophy, but it's to be honest, it's such a close race right now and there's still so many games left. Like, these are all the teams that win games more often than not. So when you have 16 games left, it's still way too soon for you to really keep a super close eye on that. The Toronto loss tonight. The Carolina loss. Carolina, I think, is now 3-4 against Detroit this year.
Yeah, Detroit have always kind of had Carolina's number. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, so those all helped Colorado. Obviously, the Avs won, so they they now have a 3-point lead on Toronto. Colorado retains the advantage in both points and points percentage in the league. So,
yeah.
Yes, President's Trophy this year would mean home ice throughout the postseason, no matter what reseeding.
Every round is home ice if you win the trophy. Yep.
Yep.
And yeah, I think probably most of Chad agrees. President's Trophy is neat, but it ain't no cup. So
yeah, and I don't have any of this it's cursed and all that.
No.
Something like 6 of the last 20 presidents
have won. Yeah,
have won cups. So it's like, if you're the best team in the regular season, like, hey, man, we're hoping that Dubnyk gets his name on the cup, too. 4 days ago, I didn't feel that way. Today, I feel that way.
Yep.
I'll be but shit, let me do it. I'll carve it on there.
Now I'm imagining like a new cup ring with all the Avs names perfectly printed and like a giant Dubnyk like carved into it with a knife.
It would be like, because like when you're like uncomfortable with like the precision of something, the first D would be like huge,
and then you realize,
and then you'd be like, I'm out of space.
Yeah, gotta
you just be like, Dick. And I would 100% spell it with an I to save space instead of a Y. Yep, he's right. I would misspell his name. He's right. Yep, I sure would. It would be the funniest part of Devin Dubnyk winning a cup in Colorado is that Minnesota is paying him.
Yep.
It would be on their dime. Ah! Comical.
I think I'm finally losing it.
It's been a long day.
I know, dude. I know. All right. We can take our first period break there, as this podcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery, the official beer of DNVR. You can also get their hard seltzer 15-can sampler pack. Highly recommend you come on down to the DNVR bar if you want to try some Breck Brew on tap. It is delicious stuff. Can't recommend it enough. So, yeah, check it out. Check out the DNVR bar. Also, check out Gabby Insurance. That's GABI.com/DNVR, where you can save yourself a ton of money on both home and auto insurance. You deserve better when it comes to those things. And Gabby has saved on average a user up to $961, in some cases significantly more than that. So jump on it, give it a look. Most people that have done it here at DNVR have at least saved a couple $100, if not thousands. So it's worth it to give it a try. It's completely free. You can just see where you can save money, even if it's not necessarily with Gabby themselves. So again, Gabby.com/DNVR to check it out and save yourself a ton of money. Also, now is a great time to sign up for a DNVR membership, as you get a bunch of awesome stuff, whether it be, this typical free shirt with your membership, or a holistic wellness stick as well. If you're into the CBD type of stuff, you need something to help you with migraines, aches and pains, stuff like that, Holistic can do that for you. On that note, we do have 5 DNVR annual subs to give away on this show. So let's give away 2 right now. Chat, I need you to type Dubnyk with an I instead of a Y. That's going to be the code word for this first giveaway here. So jump on that. Put your Dubnyks in chat. Someone's going to win a DNVR annual sub, and we will get you all hooked up. While chat is firing it up and putting their Dubnyks in chat, AJ.
Guys, Patrick Nemeth had a hand injury when the Avs traded for him.
Yep, this was already known.
Yep. Although it is coming out of Bednar's presser, Logan O'Connor is out long term.
Great.
They had already said week to week, so I had already assumed that he was near death. Just given the way that this works. But some sort of confirmation of that he's out long term. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of clarity today on some of the injuries. Franco's out for the season as well, officially now.
Yeah, but having the hip surgery that Varley had.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a year of injuries, and I don't know. I do want to talk about the weird stuff in this game, but let's give away 2 DNVR annual subs first. All right. Let me fire up my thing here. Hang on. Gotta get the YouTube person grabber. All right.
Okay. Consent is important, bro.
What?
YouTube person grabber, not the word that we want to Not the phrase that we want.
Oh my god. Okay. YouTube comment grabber. How about that?
I'm good with that.
All right. There we go. All right. Winner number 1 is Tiffany. Congratulations. You have won yourself a DNVR annual sub. DM me on Twitter with your email or the email you want set up with the annual membership. We'll get you all set up with that in the next couple of days.
What do we do if somebody already has one?
I've just been telling them to give it to whoever they want. They've won the membership to do what they want with. So if they have someone they want to sign up, go nuts.
Okay. I was just curious.
Winner number 2, because we're doing 2 right now. This winner is Josh Nettle. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm notoriously bad at that.
We're going Nettle.
All right. Josh, you have also won yourself a DNVR annual sub. Same thing. DM me on Twitter, Nathan_Rudolph, with the email you want set up with the membership. We'll get you all sorted out probably tomorrow. We'll get to work on it tonight, but tomorrow is probably when we'll get it all figured out. Those are the 2 we're giving away right now. We'll give away a couple more in just a little bit. But, yeah, let's get into our second period of the show here. Do we want to count all the strange stuff that happened in this game?
It's already in my post-game article that I started to write, and then when they made it 3-1, I stopped writing.
Because you knew it was coming, yeah.
Well, because it was like I'd already started to like Grubauer was kind of my angle, and then all of a sudden he gives up a goal, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll just change the score, and then they scored again, and I was like, oh, all right. I'm just gonna stop touching
because
entirely.
We had a goal that wasn't a goal, and then it was a goal, and then it wasn't a goal again over a 10-minute span. We had a net that broke, and they just zip-tied it back together.
Dude, the zip-tying of it was maybe my favorite part of the game.
Well, the weird part was like they knew it was broken with 20 seconds left in the first period, and then they just didn't fix it at intermission.
I love that they got video of Grubauer like,
"Hey, my net's broken."
Yeah, where he was like chopping it up and and getting comfortable in his crease, and he like looks back there and he's like, fellas.
Dude,
fellas.
It was probably broken for like the whole first period too. I bet it happened when he got pushed into the net on the no goal. Jacob McDonald took a puck to the face, came back initially with a cage,
yeah,
and then comes back in the third period with a fishbowl instead.
It's fascinating to me how fast that happened.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Ian Cole got beat up by Tom Wilson?
Yep.
And he had to wear had to wear the full shield.
Yep.
And he started with the cage and then played a couple games with it and was like, screw this.
And then to the bowl,
slipped to the bubble. And
McDonald wore a cage for like 4 minutes, and I was like, I'm done.
I thought it was really funny that McDonald was like half a period it took him to make that swap. Like Cole gave it a couple of games and was like, nope, can't do it. And McDonald was like 2 shifts, and he was like,
absolutely not. Yeah.
This isn't happening, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. And then like continually weird stuff kept happening. Like there was clock issues.
Yeah.
There.
Like the puck getting lost in Donskoy's pants.
Yeah.
It just spins around wildly.
Yeah. It's just weird.
And everybody was like,
Mikko Rantanen,
it's in your pants, guy.
Kicked the puck so hard he fell over.
Well, and like barely got a piece.
Yeah. Yeah, barely hit it, barely got it out. I think he broke at least 3 sticks in this game. His stick counter's got to be up to like 50 on the season.
Well, and then when he cross-checks OEL at the end of the game and like hardcore gets him, Stick doesn't break.
Right. Yeah. That's the one that the stick survives it on.
Yeah.
And weird game. It was a weird game, top to bottom. Mikko picked up 2 goals, an empty netter, and maybe the ugliest goal he's scored in his entire career, where he just straight up banks a puck.
Yeah, it wasn't going to go anywhere near the net.
Bounces off a Coyote and goes in.
Yeah, and it was just like, all right.
50 sticks is like, for an NHLer, it's like $40,000 probably. Maybe more than that. Like,
yeah, I mean, you'd have to think.
It's probably not that much. Probably more like 25,000 or something. But still, it's ridiculous. All over the place.
I fully expect Soderberg is a candidate to play on Wednesday in St. Louis. Nemeth will depend on that hand.
Is Soderberg still a Swedish citizen, right? So he may have to do some visa stuff.
Why? He was playing in Chicago.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes it's like even state to state. Like if you're moving, it can be hard. But
the big reason, I mean, Ranta and Newhook because
they weren't professional. Yeah,
exactly. They were on college visas, so they had to get on an actual work visa and not a college student visa. Now, these guys, they should be totally fine. There shouldn't be any visa issues for Soderberg or Nemeth. I think that'll just matter. Nemeth, I think, will be the hand, and I think Soderberg will probably be a candidate to play on Wednesday.
I'd imagine so.
He better.
You'd expect to see Dubnyk pretty soon as well. Not necessarily Wednesday, but
yeah, I would say the LA series.
Yeah. So it's all good. The Avs will get all these players in sooner or later. No doubt about that.
You gotta get Keaton Middleton off the ice. He's horrible.
It's again, I don't love putting guys down, but when it's that obvious that the dude is just not hacking it at the NHL level,
dude,
it is what it is.
Terrible.
It's just, yeah. There's no need to ice that guy. There's just no need for it.
Yep.
Is what it is. You know, when Nemeth is ready, it'll be pretty easy to do. We'll see. The thing is now, like, will Jacob McDonald play on Wednesday? Is he going to have to get something fixed in his face?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. I mean, the Middleton thing was stupid all along because, like, Ruff hasn't been that bad. Kyle Burrows hasn't been that bad.
You went out of your way to sign a dude that
you went out of your way to give this guy an ELC and then put him in a lineup ahead of a bunch of dudes who are very clearly better hockey players than him.
Yep. And there's another year on that deal, and it's like, what is happening?
Like,
but
the guy is just not very good. He sucks. And this is the side of their management team that doesn't make sense to me. So
agreed.
I don't get it, but hopefully they've learned the hard lesson here.
For sure. Look, that's a short-term problem with Nemeth coming, and Byram will be back in 8 days weeks now. Yeah.
Whatever it ends up being.
So a short-term problem, certainly. Look, how many post-game shows can we sit here and say the Avs, even when they don't play well, are just better at the hockey?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I mean, tonight was the rare case where, look, they just didn't play very well. The other team, Arizona, did to Colorado what Colorado typically does, but Colorado got the little breaks along the way, and they capitalized on their opportunities, and that's that.
Yep.
Better goaltending from the Avs, and a little break here, a little break there. You know, the Rantanen game, what ended up being the game-winning goal.
That simple. And look, the Avs took advantage of their opportunities at opportune times. They're the team that gets the first period goal. They never really look back. They get their power play goal on their second power play opportunity of the night in the middle of the second period to make it a 2-goal lead. And then they get the third goal to essentially bury Arizona in the second. Like, yes, Arizona's push came in the third. Yes, they made it a game at the end of the night, but
with 6 minutes to go, it's a 1-goal game, and like that's okay. Well, you still have to beat a goaltender that's playing great one more time.
Exactly.
They didn't, and it is what it is.
It is what it is. I think it's that simple.
The Avs closed, and alrighty.
So
you can't do it again.
Well, they don't have to play Arizona again until the playoffs, if even then. So
yeah, I just mean the Middleton thing. Like,
no, yeah, for sure.
They can't do that again. Even with McDonald, like with McDonald, he's got he has a short shelf life.
Yep, definitely.
You know that whenever Byram's healthy, he's coming back in.
Yep. That's there's no excuse if the Avs are playing for first place in the West. There's no excuse for not icing your best roster whenever possible.
Yeah.
And it's very apparent that Keaton, Middleton, and Liam O'Brien are not the Avs' best roster.
There was a shift tonight where Comfer and Belmar looked like they ignored O'Brien. Like they were two-man cycling it, and O'Brien literally just stood on the side of the net with his stick down on the ice and just like waited.
Yep.
And they just continued to cycle, and he just didn't. There was like no adjustment by any of them, and it was just like, okay.
Well, anyway, we can be positive here a little bit because the Avs won this game. You get 2 points out of basically every single star player on the team.
Back to a 3-game, back to winning 3 in a row. Remember, like early in the year when people were like,
the Avs can't win 3 in a row. Yep.
And now, like they've won their 3rd in a row, and 3 is such a small number compared to 15.
Yep.
So it's like, oh wow, 3 whole wins. Well, all right. Well, it's it sounds like Jamal Murray just hurt his knee pretty seriously, so that's great.
Oh, good. Bad vibes.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
Carolina lost today, right? So the Avs are the only team in the league with single-digit regulation losses now. Is that good?
Doing it.
Real hot girl shit?
I feel like the Avs are real hot girl shit this whole season. I guess since the start of March 1st. Like,
yeah,
March 1st came back and it was like winter's over, hot girl season starts, and the Avs were like, we're just the hottest girl. We're a 10 of 10.
All day, every day.
So I'm good with that. This is their hot girl shit right here.
Yeah,
there is not benefit to throwing Liam O'Brien in against goon squads, because what did Liam O'Brien do against any of them?
Right.
Like, he fought Nick Delorier because Nick Delorier wanted revenge against Nazem Kadri. Like, that was it.
And they didn't fight until the Avs were winning the hockey game.
Yeah, and where was Liam?
AJ snapped. They broke him.
Catherine's comments too good. Oh shit, that's funny.
It is.
Where was Liam O'Brien? What difference did that dude make in any of these? Like, it's just this whole theory. It's the same thing of like, oh, you don't reveal what injuries were because then guys will target them. What?
I don't know.
It's like the biggest. Like, it's one of those things that I don't know why people believe this to be true. There's no evidence of it being true. Every player I've ever talked to is like, no, that's not something I think about. Like, no, it's not a thing. It's totally made up garbage nonsense that people believe because I don't know. There are flat earthers out there. Well,
and I mean, that's the thing is like,
I just don't understand.
But
yes, I absolutely equated super tough guy hockey fans to flat earthers.
What?
You guys are the flat earthers of hockey fans.
The thing is, like, even if you like what Liam O'Brien brings to the lineup, you saw it in the Anaheim game. Bednar won't even put him out there for the end of the game scuffle. Like, so what's the point if you won't use him at the time that you're supposed to like be all fighty? I don't know. I don't get it. AJ and I need sleep, I think.
Yeah, we do remember that the two of us are very, very tired. So if you really took super, super offense to me calling you a flat earther, it's still true. I'll double down on it. It's fine.
Say what you mean, AJ.
My thing is it's not that I think like physicality or toughness are irrelevant. You have to have skills beyond that, though.
Yep.
If your number one selling point is I'm going to go run into somebody at high speeds and then they're going to somehow change their game because they're afraid of me doing that again. Okay. Well, there's a whole lot of other aspects. There's a whole lot of other aspects of hockey that you have to worry about here.
Yeah.
So
what happens when all that dude is trying to run people on the ice and then somebody walks him because they know he's about to run them? Like,
did you know that Eric Johnson's not the only guy with any kind of a knee issue whatsoever? A guy targeting another guy's knee is like,
that's like
welcome to the Stanley Cup playoffs where this happens all the time. Did Tyson Barrie have a knee injury when Matt Cook went after it? No. It's just what you do when you're a piece of shit. So that's why, like Jamie Benn's dumb enough. He probably went after the wrong knee and just happened to have clipped the right one because he doesn't know his right from his left. He's definitely a flat earther.
Oh my God. Just gonna call him out like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Tyson Barrie's best bud. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to use flat earther as our next code word, but
we should.
All right. We can do.
We're already in this room where we are team not flat earth.
All right. Let's really, really ruin this video's SEO chat and start spamming flat earther in the chat.
Oh man, the people who are going to start getting this video recommended to them are going to be confused.
We're going to give away 2 more DNVR annual subs. You got to type flat earther to enter in the chat. While we wait for y'all to type flat earther, because that's just the way this podcast is going, we are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 rated sportsbook app out there. Highly recommend you get on if you haven't yet. They have amazing odds boosts every single day on pretty much every sport under the sun, but for new accounts right now, they are giving you amazing deals. When you sign up with code DNVR, they're putting you at the center of the action with a chance to turn $1 into $100 in free bets. All you have to do is pick any basketball team to win their next game. If they win the game and hit even a single 3, you have turned $1 into $100. So jump on that right now. Get yourself $100 to play with on DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up to let them know we sent you on over there for a limited time only. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. We are also brought to you by Strava Craft Coffee, the CBD-infused coffee that has really changed lives. Right now, they're upping the ante. You can get 25% off with Strava Craft Coffee when you use code DNVR25 at checkout. So if you haven't tried it yet, jump on over there. If you want to try before you buy, we do have cold brew down at the DNVR bar as well. Helps with migraines, aches and pains, many other things as well. So jump on it today. Highly recommend. They're awesome as well. And finally, we have Zoom Care. Think about the last time you needed to see a doctor. How long did actually going to him, sitting, waiting for the appointment to come up, checking out all of that stuff, just wasting a ton of time took? It's too long. What if you didn't have to wait? What if you could see a doctor the same day you needed to at any time you choose? You can do that with Zoom Care. Head on over to zoomcare.com. That's ZOOMCARE.com to schedule your appointment today. You can see a doctor right from your home. They can diagnose your issues over the Zoom call. It's pretty much awesome in every single way. Makes going to the doctor a whole lot easier. Check them out today. All right.
It's a dome.
No more entries, please.
It's a dome with this giant ice wall surrounding us. It's obvious. If the world was round, why is it that I can walk outside and it's flat? Why can't I see it?
I'm a donut earther.
Oh yeah,
it's got a hole in the middle.
Yo, I do. Somebody said earlier that they saw the documentary Kong versus Godzilla, and it's actually a hollow Earth, and they are true. It's very true.
All right,
it's accurate.
Time to select two more DNVR annual membership winners. Our first one is Kyle M. Congratulations, you have won yourself an annual membership to the DNVR. Third person to win one tonight, DM Nathan _ Rudolph on Twitter. We'll get you all set up in the next couple of days with yours. And let's give away one more right now. The winner is, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this name, Zarkle. Anyway, whatever your name is, you have won a DNVR annual membership. Congratulations.
Straight up, that is definitely the kind of name of a flat earther. That's a dude that lives in a cult, and that is an assumed name.
Zarkle? All right.
Yep.
I'm learning these internet names, I swear.
Understand. We were talking about Heaven's Gate earlier. That guy's waiting for Hale-Bopp to come back around.
Oh my god. We were talking about Heaven's Gate and Jonestown earlier today.
Yeah, we were. It's been a really long day.
Oh, that's a WoW character name.
As long as it's a horde name, we're cool. We can't give away a membership to No Alliance people.
Zarkle is Kyrie Irving. That's an underrated comment. Okay. Third period of the DNVR.
Oh, he doesn't have Twitter.
Oh, okay. Do you have Discord? You know what? Just email me. You can.
Yes. I like that we have like one of our winners, the winner of a giveaway. Like we have now invented alternate theories about their lives based on their name.
If you have Discord, I'm Rudo3 number 9556, or you can email me at rudosc2@gmail. Either way, just hit me up. Okay, Discord, yeah, just hit me up with your email and let me know who you are and that you won.
Yeah, all Australians are actors. That goes along with Finland doesn't actually exist. That's some of the wildest conspiracy theories out there.
Yeah, that one's weird. That Finland is like made up.
Yeah, that Finland isn't real. Yeah, crazy. That's what OEL said to to Rantanen tonight as he hit him along the boards late in the game. He said Finland is fake.
You're not real.
And Rantanen was just like, I'm so tired of you telling me that. 8 games of this.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real, AJ?
True.
Avs sports puck game. Good enough. No complaints. On to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, you get away. The they don't do this very often means that you just take it. If this becomes a habit, like, so a lot of different things. That was like 4 thoughts all at once.
Yeah, that was pretty scattered.
That was all over the place. I'm sorry. Big thing here. You knew that when the big streak was going to end, you knew it was probably going to end in catastrophe. It did. And then you knew that there was probably going to be followed up with a little bit of a letdown. It has been. It's just that Anaheim is terrible. And they got a great goaltending performance. Like they got a little lucky tonight.
Yep.
So it's kind of papered over the fact that they really haven't played that well since, and they weren't like dominating at the end of that streak either. It was
good enough.
Yeah. And so, but their play has definitely dropped a level here. And you know that they're tired. You know that, and being on the road, they're having to adjust to the fact that they're now going to be on the road all the time, and that they're going to drop into Denver for like funsies, and then back onto the road, back out again. I think they only have 4 home games remaining all season. So
yeah, that's correct.
10
of the last 14 are on the road.
Yeah, they're pretty much done here. So, it's going to be like a tough road to get to the end here, but they need to kind of refine the mojo just a little bit. Like the second Anaheim game, it looked like they'd found it, and then on the second night of a back-to-back after traveling.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to make too much of this, but if they go into St. Louis on Wednesday and they also don't play well, then it starts to be like, okay, this is now 4 or 5 games where they haven't brought a really strong effort.
Yep.
So, I think it's kind of like they're sort of in this stretch right now where they were when they got off the COVID pause.
Well,
where like every game is sort of awkward and weird, and like there's no real rhythm right now, and they're going through like some I don't know. Going through a weird puberty stage right now. They're trying to figure out their ever-changing bodies.
I don't disagree with you, but just to kind of bring the other side of it here this is why you go get great talent at every position. Because, your defense isn't very good tonight. Well, you have Phillip Grubauer. Grubauer has an off night. Well, the Avs gave up less than 20 shots a game for a stretch there.
Yeah.
You've given up 4 goals. Well, the Avs scored 5 goals just the other night to win a hockey game.
Yeah. Even tonight you saw it because, MacKinnon was great at times.
Yep.
And then kind of eased off a little bit. Sam Girard started the game on fire. Cale Makar finished it on fire.
Yep.
So it was just like, huh.
What does that take?
Yeah.
What does that take? Where's your man's? Your other man was chill.
He was here.
Yeah, that dude was chilling. He was saying reasonable things.
Yeah.
The cynic guy. He was chill. I don't know about this guy though.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It was cool. This idea that they're playing down to crappy teams is silly. They finished the season 6-1-1 against Anaheim. They finished 6-1-1 against
all right,
Arizona. They're smoking the bad teams.
Let me try and change your mind. What you think is playing down to bad teams is the Avs getting up 3-0 and saying, "Oh my God, can we try and get some rest in this third period?
Please get out of here."
Yeah.
What have you done lately, bro? Did Minnesota not lose 9-1 to St. Louis 2 days later? The Avs have since won 3 in a row, bro. Colorado is currently sitting on an 11-point advantage in the standings on Minnesota. Granted, that's with Minnesota having 2 games in hand, but like the distance between the two teams has gotten bigger since Minnesota won that one game, which, by the way, like Colorado finished the year 5-2-1 against the Wild. What are you doing? Why are you here? It's true. You guys do have Kaprizov. He is the shit.
I don't know. He might be proof that ghosts are real against the Avs.
He outside of that last game, he really was a ghost against them. He went into real serious Casper mode.
So
for 7 games of the season series.
In any case.
Yeah, anyway. Whatever.
Yeah. Avs have 14 games left. You're expecting reinforcements to arrive as soon as Wednesday. As far as adding a little bit of depth at all 3, because, well, Dubnik's already here, but Nemeth actually being capable of playing probably not till Friday, I believe Bednar said, but Soderberg could play Wednesday. No, you know what? I do want to have this conversation because Nathan MacKinnon has 7 goals in his last 7 games, and I think it's 19 points now, which is just like insane.
It was so funny. Altitude put up the longest point streaks in the NHL going on currently.
Yep.
And they had MacKinnon at 10 games, and then they had Connor Brown at 7 games and Vincent Trocheck at 7 games. And Trocheck had 7 goals and 3 assists, and Connor Brown had 7 goals and 1 assist. And MacKinnon had 7 goals and 9 assists. And it was like, these are not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, like these, like Connor Brown is having like this crazy stretch right now, but these are not the same.
They are not. Indeed. 2 different universes. I know we've talked about it a little bit before, but is there a universe where MacKinnon takes these last 14 games and plays his way back into an actual Hart conversation?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about how he would have to get back into it, right? Like,
yep.
The cats at the top would have to slow down just a little bit. Like, just ease off the throttle here, fellas. Good God. You know,
McDavid's at 69 points, all right? He's already nice. He doesn't need to score a single more.
Yeah. And, like, Matthews is going to have to chill out a little bit. And Kane, I think, is irrelevant because Chicago has fallen out of this. But then you just have, like, sidekicks. McDavid and Draisaitl, Matthews and Marner, McKinnon and Rantanen.
Yep. Like,
Marchand, Crosby, Scheifele, Gensel, Barkov, on and on down the line. These guys don't matter anymore.
Yep.
With McKinnon, though, it's like if he keeps this up through the end of the year, then you absolutely can see him in a Hart finalist conversation next to McDavid, next to Matthews.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially because of the way that the voting block is this year, there won't be just this like over the top, like, oh, we've got to give it to Leon Draisaitl. It's just, he just has so many points that we'll overlook all the other stuff, right?
Yep. I tweeted this out tonight too. The only defenseman in the NHL that's currently on a point per game pace is Cale Makar.
Here he comes. Just quietly, creepy crawly. 9th in defenseman scoring right now. I guess technically tied for 8th with Jeff Petrie and Shea Theodore, and only 30 games played. 30 points in 30 games played. He's a plus 18, which people will care about. We'll look at it and be like, but people will care about it. And then you get into the underlines and you're like, oh, he's incredible.
Yep. It's out of control.
Yeah, you start throwing around the player cards and it's like 99% WAR, you know? And this year, I'm so hip to what's going on pick is Adam Fox.
No, get out.
And I don't kind of like the Hart. Are you gonna give the Norris to a guy whose team misses the postseason? Are you going to tell me that the best defenseman in the league was on a team that's going to finish in 5th place?
Should have been
maybe
better
even 6th place
to get him into the playoffs.
I mean, geez. That'd be quite a waste of a great season. Yeah, Adam Fox is awesome. Like he actually is very awesome.
Extremely good player. Norris, I don't know.
Yeah. Adam Fox will finish 3rd and he will like it. This is we're still living in Victor Hedman's world here, where everybody is still looking at Victor Hedman as like king shit. But the other reality here, and this plays to Colorado's advantage, Avs fans, I don't know, I guess don't want to admit this, but people love Cale Makar. Like he's just like this goofy, adorable, rosy-cheeked little Adonis, just wandering around, winning over hearts everywhere he goes. Like everybody loves Cale Makar. All the sports writers from all across the league love Cale Makar. Yep. Like you guys, do we not remember? We thought that the Calder was going to be close last year, and Cale Makar kicked the shit out of Quinn Hughes. That thing wasn't even close. Like obviously, everybody in here loves Cale Makar. Even the 2 Wild fans who won't want to admit it know that they love Cale Makar. So, like, everybody loves Cale Makar. Like, people want to vote for the guy. He's special. He makes you feel tingly things when you watch hockey. You can look at all of the things that you see. You watch Adam Fox play every single game. You could go back and watch the Adam Fox 5-point game, and you won't once feel tingly the way that Cale Makar makes you feel when he jukes people at the blue line and then does something crazy. Look at the shit that he did tonight. We haven't even talked about it because we just see it every night.
Because he just does that.
The edge work that it takes for him to do what he did, to cut in front of the net and then be like, nah, just kidding, and then go around behind it and create something.
Cale Makar's edge work is real hot girl shit.
It's the hottest of hot girl shit. It's like Instagram influencer shit with like 4 million followers. Like they get paid for the products that they use to be hot. Like Cale Makar should have the same thing.
Yeah, Cale Makar is part of my sex tape. 45 seconds of pleasure. Exactly.
It's just him, just like circling the zone. Like it's like both of you guys working on your edge work at the same time.
One of them doing ankle work, one of them doing kegel work.
Good Lord.
All right. We do have one more DNVR membership to give away. So the code word for this one is fitness, because this is a legitimate question. Like, never has particularly stamina been more important than this year in the NHL, right? Particularly because of how busy the season is.
Sure.
So my point being, who do you think the most fit team is in the NHL? Like, I know that's hard to gauge, but
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll buy that. Look, I've narrowed it down to 2 teams that love to play away that skate a lot, right? Because they just, like, by default, they're required to be in better skating shape than other teams. So Colorado, Tampa, Toronto sure fits into that. But
dude, have you seen their power play lately? I saw something Toronto's.
Oh no, Toronto's.
I saw something today where, like, in their last 15 games, it's at like 6%.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, actually, I haven't looked at the power play, but I saw the tweet. Yeah, that's bad.
That is not hot girl shit. That is not hot girl shit at all, sir.
All right. Well.
Okay, well, can we give it to the guy who just said fitness whole pizza in my mouth?
That's
Oh, shit. That's fun.
All right. So, chat, look, if you're trying to fitness D in your mouth, you want it to look good, right? Right? Because nobody wants to be doing their business with some mess down there, all right? They want real hot girl shit down there. So, head on over to Manscaped. Get your DNVR code in there. Get 20% off. Get free shipping. Get the perfect package 3.0. All right, look, you know what? Sometimes you got to shave the happy trail to get to happy times. It is what it is, all right? So get in there. Get over to Manscaped. Use the DNVR code to let them know we sent you. Appreciate all y'all. We're going to give away our final membership right here. One more winner tonight is going to be Taylor Wood. Congratulations. You have won a membership to DNVR.com.
And if you're looking to tailor your wood.
Look at that. AJ got him. It's
Keep
perfect.
going.
I should have. Had I known you would have won, I would have waited to do the Manscaped. Anyway, yeah, hit me up on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, you can hit me up via email and all of the other things. All right, our anonymous person is giving away another one. He just bought another one and he texted me about it. So. One more of you gets to win. Let's go again. All right, we're just gonna draw it off fitness. We're not gonna do anything else.
6 minutes, bro. It's been the longest day.
I'm telling you.
I have writing to do. You have a video to do. What was that? Was that
my drum roll? Yeah.
Next time, could we see the hands, please?
That I can't.
That's not what it looked like.
If I tilt the camera down, you're gonna see my D.
It's not what it looked like, bro.
Oh, I see. With both hands,
dude. I tell you, that was Steve Yzerman earlier today.
True. Casey Moore, you have won an annual membership to the DNVR. Congratulations. You are our final winner of the day. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up via email. We'll get to you, all of you winners, in the next couple of days. We appreciate all of you very much and our incredibly generous community for giving away these memberships. We are going to go insane if we don't end the show right now. So we're going to get out of here. We are going to take tomorrow off. I think if you haven't noticed, we might need a day off. But we will be back for Postgame Wednesday, and then we'll have a makeup pod over the weekend for you guys to keep our 5 days a week going. So hope to see you guys on the next one. Until then, hopefully it's less after dark next time. Have a great rest of your Monday.